Summer is here, and who doesn't love summer? The nice weather, longer days, nice outfits, the dreading feeling that you're wasting your life because everybody is doing something nice this summer but you're not, so you start experiencing FOMO. Yes. Let's talk about it. We all know that FOMO is a thing all year around. However, in the summer, everybody seems to be doing something and posting videos of those somethings on social medias. This can increase FOMO, or fear of missing out, for so many people. But today, we're going to try to solve this. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bri and I'm a pre-qualified psychologist. There is a space where we use psychological tools to improve our well-being and to support our self-development. As per the intro, today we're going to talk about fear of missing out, or FOMO. We're gonna quickly think about the reasons why people could experience FOMO during the summer, and then we're going to focus on 5 things that we can do to deal with FOMO this summer. Hopefully by the end of this video you will be equipped with the resources to live an amazing summer without worrying about the things that you're not able to do. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is FOMO? FOMO, or fear of missing out, has been described as a pervasive feeling of apprehension that others might be having rewarding experiences from which one is absent. In other words, Stacy from high school is going to Greece this summer, but you can't travel because you have to work. You start feeling that you're wasting your life because you're not doing anything nice this summer. Or you are going to Greece this summer, but Stacy from high school is going to Thailand, so you start feeling like you're wasting your life because you're not doing any exotic travel this summer and you're only going to Greece. Unfortunately, most of us will experience FOMO at least once in our life. There are various reasons why someone can experience FOMO. I'm just going to list a few here as I want to get to the juicier part of dealing with FOMO, but I think that understanding the causes of something is the first step of solving them. Firstly, we have loss aversion. This is a term used to describe how people are more likely to be affected by losses than by equal gains. If we are feeling like we're losing on something, it will create greater negative feelings than the positive feeling that comes from not missing out on that thing. Then we have regret. Regret and fear of missing out go hand in hand. I think this is especially true when you are in your 20s and you're constantly reminded of how you should be having all these great experiences whilst you're young and before it is too late and life gets in the way. Missing out on something can create feelings of regrets because we did not live a certain experience or we did not experience it fully. Regret can also be broadcasted to the future, and this is something that in psychology is called affective forecasting. It's something natural that we do. We always try to predict how we might feel about something before that thing actually happens. FOMO can also come from the fact that nowadays there are too many things to choose from. Science shows that too many possibilities actually make it harder for people to make decisions. The truth is, in the world we live in, there will always be someone that is doing something better than what we're doing. So it doesn't matter what we do, there is always the potential that we might experience FOMO. Low levels of satisfactions can also lead to FOMO. Obviously, if you're unsatisfied with what you have, you will be looking at other people and maybe feel like you're missing out on something because other people are doing things that you can't do for different kinds of reasons. And finally, we have good old social media. Before social media, FOMO was less of a thing because even though people might have known that out there was someone that was doing something better than they were doing, they were not constantly exposed to other people's experiences on social media. Now you know what everyone is doing, and I mean everyone, not only Stacy from high school, but also Kim Kardashian, the influencer that you love, and your best friend. With all this information about what other people are doing, it is very easy to start experiencing FOMO. Having said all that, now let's move on to the 5 things that you can do this summer to deal with FOMO. Number 1. Massive unfollow. I have already talked about this in my video on how to break your phone addiction, but the gist is that you need to start paying attention to the content that you consume online and start being very selective with it. What you engage with on social media can be crucial for your well-being. Do you know how they say that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with? Well, that includes the content that you consume online. As said in the previous chapter, the fact that so many of us are experiencing FOMO is very much linked with our use of social media. People only post the highlight of their day on social media, so you will literally be comparing your average day to their best day. A way to fix this is to go on social media and to massively unfollow everyone that is making you feel bad about your life and about yourself. Every time you notice that the content that you're consuming makes you feel bad, stressed, anxious, and you just feel FOMO creeping in, just press unfollow. Try to get to the point where every time you use social media, you're uplifted instead of drained. Tip number 2. Practice gratitude. As said earlier, FOMO comes from a general dissatisfaction with one's life. One way to challenge this is gratitude. Gratitude means showing appreciation for the things in your life that are meaningful or valuable to you. Whenever you feel that you're missing out on something, you can start thinking about all the things in your life that you are fortunate enough to have. It is so important not to take these things for granted. Studies show that practicing gratitude can reduce feelings of envy and resentment, minimizing the possibility of ruminating. Honestly, gratitude does not only help with FOMO, but it can also improve our well-being and boost our relationships with others. Thinking of positive things can also help our brain produce serotonin, which in turn improve our mood. Practicing gratitude can be more difficult than it sounds. There are days where it can be very difficult for us to think about the positive things in our life or the things that we're grateful for. But if you do want to incorporate gratitude into your daily life, there are some things that you can do. You can, for example, start a gratitude journal, or just to start a gratitude note on the note app of your phone, where you can write things that you're grateful for as they come to your mind in your daily life. For example, let's say you have a positive interaction with a colleague, then you can write down, I am very grateful for the positive interaction with this colleague that I had today because it really uplifted my mood. You can also make gratitude more of a habit behavior by, for example, writing 3 things you're grateful for in the morning, or just by saying 3 things that you're grateful for every morning. I personally write 1 thing I'm grateful for at the end of my night journal entry before going to bed. In this way, I make sure that I always end my day on a positive note. Also, take some time to think about the positive people in your life and the impact that they had on your life. Take a moment to appreciate them, and don't forget to show them your appreciation by, for example, telling them or writing them a thank you note. With time, you will train your brain to become more observant of the positive things that you have in your life, and thinking about what you have will foster an abundance mindset that will prevent you thinking about what you don't have, that is part of a lack mindset. Tip number 3 is make a bucket list, and I think this is the best and funniest thing on this list. If you feel like you have no plans for this summer and everyone is doing something better than you're doing, then make some plans. You can, for example, just go on Google and search what is going on in your local area this summer and find something that is within your possibilities. Or something I love doing is going on Pinterest and search for seasonal bucket list. Often these have some small things for which you don't really need a big budget. So, for example, can you organize a pool day with your friends or a picnic? Is there an outdoor restaurant that you have been wanting to try for a while? But this tip should not only involve experiences, but you can also use this summer for your personal growth. Think about whether you could use this month to learn something new. Do you maybe want to start playing an instrument? Do you want to learn a new language? Is there a dream that you have been setting aside for a while and that maybe now is the right time to pursue? Whatever your availability is and whatever your resources are this summer, try to make the most out of them. I know it's August, but summer is not over yet, and you have so much time to do something nice for yourself. By the way, the majority of people that watch my videos are not actually subscribed to the channel. You can fix that by hitting the subscribe button below, and as I'm really just starting in my YouTube journey, this will really help my channel grow. So thank you very much if you do that. Tip number 4. Plan for next summer. Instead of telling yourself, I can't do this, ask yourself, how can I do this? It might be a little bit late to book a holiday now or to plan some activities with your friend at this point in the summer. But life is not over yet and you have so much time in front of you to do whatever you want to do. This summer is not going how you planned it. Think about next summer. What are the actions that you can take today that make sure that next summer you get to do whatever you want to do? Let's say, for example, you want to go on a holiday in Thailand. Can you maybe start looking at the prices for the holidays and think about what it is that you can do to budget for those kind of money? Do you maybe have to take more shifts at work, or do you have to save a little bit more money throughout the year? Is there maybe time to work on that promotion that has been on your mind for a long time? Can you maybe start asking people if someone wants to come with you? And if you want to go alone, is there maybe any travel group that you can join? Which itinerary do you want to follow? Are there any particular activities that you want to do once you're there? Maybe this summer can feel like you're missing out on something. But remember that there is always next summer. And finally, tip number 5, connect with people. If earlier we talked about getting rid of what make us feel bad, this is all about connect with what make you feel good. Sometimes online we feel like everybody is doing better than we are. That is because people only post the highlights of their day. However, there are people out there that may be in your same situation and that feel in the exact way that you're feeling. As humans, we need to foster a sense of community and belonging. And connecting with those that are in a similar situation to us can make us feel less lonely and more content with what we have. Check if any of your friends are maybe feeling in the same way that you are, and if there is literally no one in your life, go online. I know that people don't really use Facebook anymore, but if there is something that I really like about Facebook are Facebook groups. Join one of those and connect with people that maybe are in your same situation and maybe plan activities with them. All of this will make you realize that your situation is not unique and maybe what you see online is not an accurate reflection of what is actually going on for people. So these are 5 things that you can do to fight FOMO this summer. If you have any other tips, you can maybe write them down in the comments below, and your contribution might really help other people out. Also, if you like this video, you can leave a thumbs up as it really helps the algorithm apparently. As usual, I'm going to leave some references in the description box below, where you will also find my socials and my website. If you like this video, you might also like my video on breaking your phone addiction, which I'm going to leave somewhere here and on the end screen. And that is really all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.